Hi guys, welcome back. Well, this is the Jones and Shipman grinding vise that I intend using with the tool cutter grinder that I've just completed. And I picked this up a while ago from a bereavement sale. They're quite expensive, these, to buy. I've seen them on eBay going over for over £200, but I didn't pay anything like that for this. Unfortunately, it's had a bit of a rough life in its past. There's quite a few, I think there was maybe 3 or 4 drill holes that somebody put into the bottom of it, and a chunk missing out to this side. But overall, the rest of it seems decent condition. So I thought before I don't think I've ever used this. Before I come to use it, I thought I'd try and do something about the drill holes. So about a week ago, there's a new pound shop to open in our precinct. So I went in there and had a look around, and they've got some of the twin pack epoxy glues there, and I picked up a couple of tubes of the chemical metal. So this has been on for just over a week now, so I'm not expecting great things for it. It was just really to fill those large holes that have been put into it. So the intention is I'm going to put this on the surface grinder and dial the top of the jaw in to get that level, and see if I can grind this down to what it was originally. This is adjustable in 2 dimensions. You can tilt it and it'll swivel as well, so that should give me the angles that I need when I come to resharpen a drill or an end mill. But the file will touch this, so as I say, I'm not expecting great things from it, but as long as it gets it down to roughly where it should be, I'll be happy with that. Can't do it any harm. Well, this 40 taper is something that came with a job lot. The best K40 tapers that I picked up very cheaply. There's a large selection in a tray that I bought off eBay, and this is a 16mm arbor for a paste mill, a small paste mill, and I've taken the cutout for the drive dogs down to suit the international 40 tapers. Once you've taken the insert out to the top, it's 16mm thread on the inside that suits my drawbar on the milling machines. But once you've taken that plug out, all that's needed to do to convert it to an international 40 taper is grind out one of the cutouts for the drive dog. On the international 40 tapers, they're both at the same depth, just slightly above the taper. So I've had that on the grinder and taken that down, so that'll fit into my milling machines now. But I've had that lying around for a while, and I thought it'd be nice to put it to some use. So I've been looking on eBay, and I say it's 16mm arbor. So I spied this the other day. Now this is a 50mm diameter paste mill. This will be the smallest paste mill that I've got, and it is 16 in the centre, so that mates up nicely. That mates up nicely with the arbor. It's a 8mm thread on the inside, so I've got laminated bolt there, and I put a spring washer on the top. Decent amount of thread on that to get a grip of it. Tighten that up fully once it's in the milling machine. So I'm looking forward to using that, guys. I don't think it's, looking at it, I don't think it's ever been used. There's 3 inserts on it, and they're all in good condition. No, I don't think that's ever been used, so yeah, we'll give that a try later on. Well, I'm almost there with a cutter grinder now. It's got a couple of jobs to do. I've put the 2 of the holes in for locating the register, so those 2 are done. I think the only 2 jobs I've got to do now is I've got rather a sharp edge on this corner And I'd like to chamfer that down. I've got some weld on there, so the intention is I'm going to mount this in the wood lathe, and as it's rotating I've got a flat disc on the angle grinder, so I'm going to use that rather than a carbide tip in the lathe, just to take that corner off there, that sharp edge. This side I've done on the lathe with a file, so that's that. The indexing plate, I'm going to use this slitting saw, and I want to put four slits 90 degrees. So if I'm sharpening out a 4-flute end mill, I can rotate it the 90 degrees without having to count the holes. It'll just make life easier. So that I'm going to put that on the horizontal mill and just put 4 marks on the edge of this. I think once those 2 jobs are done, I think we're ready to give it a try. Well, I think we're there with the tool cutter grinder, guys. I managed to take that sharp corner off with the angle grinder with a flat disc, so that feels a lot better now. I've put the 4 indexing marks at 90 degrees, so I don't have to count the holes now. I can just go off the mark. So whether it's 2 flute at 180 or 4 flute at 90 degrees, I've got those marked off. Two Allen-headed screws now, one at the top and one at the bottom, and that'll lock it in position. So I think the grinder's complete. I managed to clean up the abuse slightly. With the chemical metal, so that looks a lot better than it did. So I think I'm finished with that now. Ready for a try. Right guys, I'm going to move on to the 50mm first mill that I picked up. Give that a try. But just before I do that, I'm going through my collection of lathe tools the other day. I rediscovered this cutter. It's a carbide tip right hand cutter. There's a large radius being ground onto this side, so with it being right handed, I thought that would fit into a fly cutter, and this is one I made some time ago. It's into a Zern side lock, but at the moment it's just too wide for it to fit in the slot by 2-3 millimeters. So what I'm going to do first up is grind that down so that will fit in the slots, and then once it's in, it'd be interesting to compare the finish I get with this fly cutter compared to that first mill. Well, that was interesting, guys. That's the finish I got with the 50mm paste mill. It feels good. It's just left one or two score marks in the top. I don't know if that you can make that out on there. I wouldn't consider that a bad finish, but when you compare it to the fly cutter, the fly cutter's an amazing finish with it. Both feel good. It's just the final finish on the fly cutter's just superb. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you wish. And thanks for watching. I shall see you soon.